EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here we go. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't see why they're trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 17. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Touchdown! Keelan Cole, 26 yards. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
To the air again, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. Incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Carlson now to kick this one away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the Raiders offense hasn't been able to generate anything. You feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bengal first down with a 16-yard pickup there. Burrow looking to pass. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield from the 6. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Burrow from his own end zone. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here we go. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Again, it's Burrow. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Bengals 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's got a man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll give up the gun to Abdullah. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Abdullah. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw his car. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line? between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive. I think they just crossed it on that one.
A gain of 5. Here we go. Second and 5. At the 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
First down, here's Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
To Joe Mixon. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mixon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Bengals 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go. First down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Now a play fake. Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow, setting up to throw it. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here we go. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr going to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On Play action. Now Carr. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On play action, it's Carr. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.